Okay guys, I'm going to talk about reverse engineering submissions through task-based games. This is just a way of learning live and progressively increasing the difficulty. All right, so let's take a triangle for instance. We're going to break this down into 5 phases. The way that I usually do this in my class is we start in phase 1 and I only graduate to phase 2 if I get the tap in phase 1. And then I only graduate to phase 3 if I get the tap in phase 2 and then so forth, right? So we're going to start in the strongest position. That is a full triangle position, all right? So in this scenario, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start in a full triangle position like this. And when we say go, I'm simply trying to get the tap. It's important that when we play this game, I'm not hurting my opponent by being overly aggressive. Slow, gradual pressure is all I need, all right? He's trying to defend and ultimately escape the triangle, okay? So we would say, here we would say go, and he's trying to fight and defend, and I'm trying to get the tap. Boom. And let's just say I get the tap. It shouldn't be too difficult in that scenario, all right? And the defender in these games, you know, this isn't a life or death kind of scenario. It's not even a competition. It's a learning experience. That's what you want it to be. He is going to give me a strong defense, a good defense, but it's not like he's picking me up and slamming me or doing any of those kind of things. You know, as you progress in belt level and experience, you can change the intensity according to you and your partner to what you want it to be. Like if this was MMA, once I have a good triangle, if we were to do this together, it might be a little bit more aggressive. But as a white belt working up, you know, just start with technical resistance, and then you can start to add a little bit more energy to it. That's also going to prevent my partner from getting hurt. So let's just say now that I got the tap in phase 1, I'm going to move to phase 2. Phase 2 is going to look like this. I have the arm tucked already, and I have the shin grab. So I don't have the leg hook yet. So in phase 2, my goal is to hook the figure 4 and then finish the triangle before he escapes. So we would say, go, ready, go. Boom. If I get the tap, I move to phase 3. If he escapes, I got to start back over in phase 2 where I was. Now we'll say I go to phase 3. Phase 3 is just going to be a diamond guard position. Like this. So now, again, I have to be able to grab the shin, lock the figure 4 in, and then get the choke while he's trying to defend and escape. Ready, go. So again, if I catch him in phase 3, I'm going to graduate to phase 4. But if he escaped, we start back over in phase 3. Let's take a look at phase 4. Phase 4 is going to be foot to the hip, foot to the shoulder with a double wrist grab from underneath. So here I need to be able to shoot up into the diamond guard and then pass the arm, control the shin, lock the figure 4, and get the finish. And I want to be able to do all that before he escapes. If he escapes the wrist grabs and we kind of end up here, then he won and we just reset right back here again. So it looks something like this. All right, now the top guy might be giving more resistance than that. We're just, once again, trying to go through the progressions for you. And then phase 5 could simply be starting a closed guard position. And then from here, I need to work all the way to a triangle through the different phases. And get the triangle, right? So again, in this game, I'm trying to work through the phases. I need to get a tap in each phase. So if I tap him in phase 1, I can move to phase 2 and so forth. If he escapes, we just start right back in the phase that we were in. Now, you might also have to give more constraints for the top guy sometimes, like in this game, in the beginning, it would probably be best to say the top guy is not allowed to stand up, okay? He's got to keep his knees on the ground as he's defending and trying to escape. There's many ways to escape without standing up, but standing up might kind of take this game out of the equation that we want it in, particularly for beginners, right? More advanced people might say, okay, it's okay if you stand up, because they're going to know how to handle that situation, all right? So you can add any kind of constraints that you want to make the game work with different experience levels. You could also eventually add in combination attacks, like from the triangle I can get an armbar. So I could do like a triangle armbar, or I could do a shoulder lock from the triangle. So we can start to add these different possibilities for the bottom guy as well, even though we're working through a triangle progression. All right, so this is called reverse engineering through task-based games. This is for the triangle. Give it a shot and let me know what you think.